This is the story of the new National Party rescue missions, always ready to rescue Grenada with resilience, courage, and unwavering leadership. Founded in the early 1980s during a time of great uncertainty, Grenada was still reeling from the aftermath of the revolution, especially the violent way it ended. Fragile and yearning for stability in 1984, leaders from across the region gathered on Union Island with the three existing political parties in Grenada at the time, namely the Grenada National Party, the GNP, led by Herbert Blaise, the National Democratic Party, the NDP, headed by George Brizan, and the Grenada Democratic Movement, GDM, headed by Dr. Francis Alexis. That meeting in Union Island resulted in the formation of the new National Party, the NNP. At the inaugural meeting of the newly formed NNP, Herbert Blaise was elected as the political leader, with our present leader, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Claudius Mitchell, appointed as the General Secretary. In December 1984, the first parliamentary general elections post-revolution were held. The new National Party won 14 of the 15 seats, and Herbert Blaise was elected Prime Minister. His vision was a united Grenada, with key pillars being economic and infrastructure development, tourism, and strong international relations. His humility and dedicated service to restore our democracy and rebuild our institutions will always be etched in our history. Internal differences between the leaders of the three parties that formed the NNP saw the exit of George Brizan and Dr. Francis Alexis in 1987. They subsequently formed the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, with George Brizan as the political leader and leader of the opposition in Parliament. By 1989, Dr. Mitchell became the leader of the NNP. In 1990, the NNP lost the general elections to the NDC, and Grenada was again faced with major challenges. Grenada's weak growth performance during the period 1990 to 1994 was attributed to a continuous contraction in agricultural output, which declined each year. In addition, the construction industry experienced a major contraction in 1992 due to the sharp fall in public sector investment. In 1993, output declined in the mining and quarrying, construction, and manufacturing sectors, as well as in agriculture. Gross domestic expenditure declined continuously from 117.4% of GDP in 1990 to 102.1% of GDP in 1994. By 1995, the new National Party was called upon by the people of Grenada to perform its second rescue mission under the leadership of Dr. Mitchell. The work of the NNP team and the clarion call for inclusivity during that period of service led to the party's first historic clean sweep, the victory in 1999. With the exceptional leadership of Dr. Mitchell, the NNP team went on to shape some of the most defining moments in our nation's history post the period of the revolution, leading the country through its darkest hours of two major hurricanes, Ivan and Emily, a world financial crisis, and a pandemic. Grenada suffered damages in excess of 200% of its gross domestic product, GDP, as a result of the hurricanes. Team NNP was charged with the responsibility to manage the rebuilding process in collaboration with the social partners, including the opposition. Worthy of mention are a few of the key Build Back initiatives: distribution of free material support, the reconstruction of 200 homes for vulnerable families, the negotiation of 6 housing schemes, most of which we have today: Soubise, Montrush, St. David's, Diamond, and Beausejour, rebuilding of 2 national stadiums, negotiation with the U.S. aid to build 1,200 houses. Negotiations with the U.S. aid to finance the cost of homes for 150 families. Cap on gas price. Reduction in property taxes. Provision of planting materials, fertilizers, labor support, equipment, and grant support to farmers to compensate for their lost income. Fisher folks were given grant support to repair their boats, replace engines, other equipment, and to compensate for interim loss of livelihood. The new National Party was asked by the people of Grenada to sit out the period 2008 to 2013 in the governance of the country. But by 2011-2012, the cries of yet another rescue mission were heard. In 2013, in true NNP fashion, we armed ourselves for the battle, and in 2013, we took on the fight and were victorious. From his first entry into Parliament in 1984, Dr. Mitchell's leadership became a symbol of progress, leading to two more historic election victories in 2013 and 2018, where the NNP won all 15 seats. A powerful testament to the unwavering trust and confidence of the Grenadian people. This era of the NNP saw heightened collaboration with our social partners to craft a homegrown structural adjustment program. The key objectives of this program were increase growth, restore fiscal and debt sustainability, strengthen the financial sector, while ensuring that social safety net programs such as the Support for Education, Empowerment and Development SEED program better targeted poor and vulnerable households, and that a targeting instrument was utilized to more objectively identify beneficiaries. During this rescue mission, Team NNP reduced unpaid claims of $100 million and had an average GDP growth rate of 5% and above consistently. The national debt was significantly reduced, moving from 108% of GDP to 57.7% before COVID-19, a drastic decrease in unemployment from over 40% to under 15%. The NNP spearheaded the construction of two national stadiums, expanded the cruise port to accommodate over 300,000 visitors annually, and upgraded more than 1,500 kilometers of farm roads, making life easier for our farmers and boosting agricultural production. In the realm of social progress, the NNP's legacy is undeniable. We brought clean, potable water to over 95% of households, expanded electrification to rural areas, and revolutionized telecommunications, making high-speed internet accessible to schools and homes across the nation. Education was a cornerstone of the NNP's commitment to the nation. The government awarded over 3,000 scholarships, providing access to higher education for students who would otherwise not have the opportunity. Through programs like the Imani, Empower, Project Fly, Youth Biz, Aspire, Reach, and Youth in Agriculture, the NNP empowered thousands of young people with skills training, job placement opportunities, and the chance to build a better future through scholarships and other support programs. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the NNP protected the livelihoods of thousands of Grenadians through physical measures that stabilized the economy and prioritized public health. Over 7,500 families benefited from housing initiatives, and as of June 2022, the NNP was paying pensions to 2,200 retirees with an average annual budget of $75.4 million. These victories were more than just political successes. They were endorsements of NNP's dedication to the people of Grenada. Dr. Mitchell's leadership brought about significant economic progress. Today, Grenada finds itself at another critical crossroad. The current NDC administration's mismanagement has weakened our economy, eroded key institutions, and undone much of the progress the NNP worked so tirelessly to secure. Under the NDC, serious crime and inflation are skyrocketing, the quality of healthcare deteriorating, and the people are once again bearing the brunt of poor governance. As history has shown, when Grenada calls, the NNP is always ready to respond. We stand ready to rescue, rebuild, and restore. This isn't just a mission, it's a promise. From providing water to every home, paving roads that connect communities, and supporting families with housing, to educating our youth and boosting our economy, the NNP has always been the driving force behind Grenada's greatest achievements. The NNP has always been there to rescue Grenada. We are ready to lead again. We will bring Grenada back to stability, prosperity, and unity, lifting our nation to the heights and respect it deserves. Together, we will rescue Grenada because we have done it before and we will do it again.
Don't stop it, 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 don't stop it. The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress, we moving on. The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress, take a good look around.
Thank you, Mr. DJ. The house solid. The house solid. Good night. Good night to the people of St. Andrews Northeast. Good night to the people in Paradise. Good night to Chocolate City. Good night to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. It is always a great pleasure, an honor, and a joy for me to greet the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. But it is even more joyful when I'm doing it from the platform of the new National Party. Tonight we are here for one of our regular weekly meetings. And as it is the norm in the house of the new National Party, we always put God first in everything that we do. Our country, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, comes second. And then we put the party and everything else after. And so to acknowledge the presence of God among us tonight, we want to invite a sister of ours, a stalwart, a worker and fighter in the vineyard for many years, a resident of St. Andrews Northeast, Sister Cheryl Williams, to come and recognize the presence of God.
Good night, everyone. Let us all reverence God. Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, we thank you, God, for bringing us together on this pot of ground. I'm asking you, dear Lord, to take charge of this meeting, dear Lord. Take charge of our chairman. Take charge of each and every speaker here tonight. And not forgetting our political leader who is on this way. God grant us deliverance. And also our chairman and former prime minister and political leader. Lord, take them in your kind hands, dear Lord. and bring them safe on this spot of ground. Lord, bless each and every one, not forgetting our parliamentary representative, Honorable Sister, beloved Kate Skeeter Lewis. Lord, hold her with your powerful hand. Still support and comfort her. Father, protect her on every bending side. Give her the faith, the courage, and the hope with the resilient people of St. Andrew's Northeast. Father, help us to work together to build this party, to build this constituency, your name, and grant victory in every area, Lord. Father, asking you specially, Lord, those who are character assassination and lies and deceit and so on, Lord, I'm asking you, remember us as you remember Daniel in the lion's den, when you shut all the lions' mouth and none of them could have eaten and destroyed Daniel. Lord, take us in charge, Lord. And the speakers here tonight, whatsoever said and done in the interest of our country and party, Lord, our families, Lord. Oh, Lord, you see the suffering and the crying, Lord. Help our leaders, Lord. Not forgetting each and every caretaker, Lord. And, Lord, as we move together, whatever said here tonight, let it rest on the table of our hearts. And we all go back to our different communities and continue working and building our new national party. In Jesus' almighty name, amen.
Thank you, Sister Williams. And now, let us pay all the reverence and respect to our country as I invite the DJ to start the music and Sister McPhee to come and lead in the national anthem. Thank you, young Sister McPhee. She's not only a good singer, but a professional drummer as well. Hey, you hear the drums? That's the lady sometimes behind the drums. Yes? Again, it is always a pleasure. It is always a pleasure when we see nice people together. Yes? Nice people with faith and courage will continue to work, because we know we not only have a constituency to win and to build, but we have a country that we need to protect for this generation and the next one to come. But as per usual, we want to give you a hearty St. Andrew's Northeast welcome. Welcome to Chocolate City. Welcome to St. Andrew's Northeast, paradise proper. I will bring another constituent to give you a welcome. Let's put our hands together to welcome Mrs. Tricia Jones-Williams.
Why? Watch NNPites! NNPites! Alright, we're looking good and proper in the house. You all happy to be here? You chose the best place to be. Welcome to St. Andrew's Northeast, the best constituency in Grenada. If you're on my left side, welcome. If you're on my right side, welcome. And if you decided to jump ship and come across to the house, welcome. Welcome one, welcome all. Now, I don't want the other constituency to feel left out. But when I say north, St. Andrew's Northeast, you say east. North. North. I can hear you louder. North. North. Over here. North. Nah, man, all of that over here. Ain't nobody over here. Let's make the other constituencies feel welcome. When I say north, you say north. Welcome to Northeast, the best constituency.
Well, thank you, Sister Jones-Williams. So we say north, we say east, north, east. Well, we invite everybody and we welcome everybody. Whether you're from the west or the south, the east or the north, you're welcome. Yes? Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Even our friends who are listening and tuning on the World Wide Web, they say YouTube and Facebook and wherever else. Yes, so much these days I can't call all the names in a purpose, so forgive me. But the people are tuned in wherever they are, not only in Grenada, not only in the Caribbean region, but even in the US, England, and other places. They call us and say, we saw you last night. We listened to the meeting. Good going. Yes? NNP, we ready? We ready? Well, that's not sounding bad. We're looking good. We're feeling good. But we really have to work good, eh? Yeah, because let me tell you something. 1 year ago, when it was budget, we couldn't get a date. Every time we think the budget would read, because we normally read budget over the years during the month of December. We almost read the budget in March. This year, it has already been announced that budget will be presented on the first day in December. Yeah? But people crying, they're saying things hard, they say you don't have money, and I'm only saying what I hear from the people. But we're going to hear budget for 2026 on the 1st of December. But that is not the most interesting thing for me, you know. What I want to tell you is that look out. Look out. From the middle of December, money will start to flow in this country like water. For the next 6 months, all the hardship will be over. Even things you didn't ask for, you get in. Yeah? Look, a man say he get security work already. They tell him they go pay him after the budget read. Eh? Yeah? Things go run. But I say take it if you get it. There was an old lady used to live in this constituency. God rest her soul in peace. She died many years ago. She said, when people offer you things, whether you want it or you don't want it, take it. You don't know when you would have use for it. Yes? So they give you material, they give you work, free money, whatever you get. But know where you're voting? You're voting green. Because you're not going to suffer for 3.5 years and make the mistake to use your finger and vote for another 3.5 years of suffering. And 6 months before an election, they want to give you everything. But anyway, I am only the chairperson. I am not the man to give the speeches. And I would really, really like, Mr. DJ, it's a nice song I want you to play because it's a nice lady coming. Young, talented, fiery. Yes? Someone that they're trying. They want to do things to get rid of. But she is the present and the future for the new National Party. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Sister Amanda Japal John.
A special good evening to everyone, my colleagues. You know, when God was giving height, I was somewhere quite in the back by the section that says midget and big mouth. But NNP heights! NNP heights! Listen. I came here and I said to myself, nah, tonight is not a night to be hype. Tonight is a night to calm down. We're not in campaign mode yet. But all you're trying to pull it out. NNP heights! St. Andrews Northeast! And I'm seeing my St. Andrews Southwest people supporting. That's it. And I'm seeing my Mama Can people in the house. That is it. You know, it's always a blessing when your own people comes out to support you. That says a lot. Again, I said tonight is not a hype night for me. But I'm here supporting Sister Kate. So I will be very brief. These last few weeks, brothers and sisters, I have been in a season of reflection because life has been heavy. I have lost close people to me. And like you, I feel the weight of how hard life has become. And you know what hurts me? The way we've turned everything in this country about politics. You say the truth about what's happening here in Grenada, and they say it's politics. You speak up for what's right, and they say we play in politics. In 2025, I have seen something that I have never seen before. People afraid to speak, afraid to stand up, because they'll be bullied, they'll be attacked, and they'll be torn down. And I ask myself, where is the love that we boast about? Where is the unity? Where are the people who can agree to disagree and still respect each other? Where are the people who will stand boldly for right over wrong? And Brother Bola said, they're trying something on me. But tell them we'll and come again. Because I may be shot, but my back broad. So anything you throw at me, I could take it. But don't worry, in time, I go deal with them. And some have asked me, why the new national party? Because that's the problem, The problem is that I am standing on the podium of the new national party. So I asked them, why not the new national party? I didn't join the NNP because I got something. In fact, that is it. In fact, When I needed a road and a street light where I live, and that's the truth, I always mention it. Because as old people say, I live in quiet behind God back. I didn't get it. But you know why I still support the NNP? Because it is the best party for Grenada. Because it is not about me. It is about us. It is about the single mother in the village who just wants her children to eat and go to school. It is about the young man on the block who just needs one chance to prove himself. It is about the grandmother praying every night for better days for her family. And I support NNP because I saw other people who needed the support get help. I saw young boys going astray and the NNP pulled them back through programs. I saw roads built that benefited hundreds of families. I saw young people given scholarships, opportunities that they could have never afforded. And I saw people get bathroom and toilets and have their dignities restored. I have seen after-school programs. I have seen prisoners come out renewed, reformed, with a second chance at life. I saw families receiving vouchers for their children, but they won't talk about that. I have seen the elderly and disabled receive seed, but right now they're removing some of them. I saw hundreds of young people start businesses of their own. I have seen stadiums. I have seen cruise ship terminals. I have seen the bus terminal. I have seen consistent development under the new National Party, especially for youth. We don't wait until the cries are loud. We see the need and we act. So what is one streetlight versus the many things that NNP has done? Brothers and sisters, young people have always been at the center of this party. Our programs have been replicated by other countries because they were good, because they worked. And if it wasn't good, nobody would have won them. NNP, we broke barriers for women and youth in politics. We didn't just talk about it. We gave them a seat at the table. And brothers and sisters, that is no small thing. So I say to you, stand with the new National Party and let us build on the foundation that we have already laid. They complain about 23 years of NNP in power. But let's be real. If the people voted for us for 23 years, that says something. It says that we were the best choice then. And I guarantee you that we are the best choice now. Because right now, our country under pressure. Pressure from high cost of living. But what does that mean? It means high rent, high food prices, high bus fares, high fuel, high electricity, high water, high internet, and high living. But who feels it? Who here is paying that bill every month? Families can't keep up because while the salaries creep up a little, everything else climbs faster. And that is the burden that we are carrying. Is it only me, or has everyone else noticed that the electricity bills have gone up? And when we speak on it, you know what they say? We play in politics. But let me remind you, the NNP removed certain taxes on electricity. We kept fuel prices. We made sure that there were no taxes on basic items like sugar. Why? Why, you ask? Because people were always at the center of our decisions, and that is leadership that cares. Under the NNP, we had contingency plans. The economy was strong. We built savings while others were struggling, and we made things possible. Were we perfect? No. But it was never this bad. Not like now. The gap between wages and the price of essentials is wider than ever. And sometime today, I spoke to two individuals, both looking for jobs. One is a single mother, and she said to me, Amanda, I'm not looking for a handout, you know. I am looking for a job. I have a child in secondary school, and I cannot afford to send her. But you know what broke me? She said, I reached out to my minister. My minister. I ain't calling name. And the minister just brambling her. And that is not a joke, because we have the tape. Would you believe that a minister cannot provide basic school supplies like notebooks, pencils, and pens? A bunch of jokers, I tell you. And I'll be very, very brief, as I said. So when people say to me, Amanda, you're in the wrong party, I say to them, never, because our party cares. And I am proud to be a member of the new national party. And I say to you, tell them that the grass is indeed greener on this side of the fence. Brothers and sisters, NNP has always been and will always be the party of youth empowerment and opportunity. We're not just here to say we feel your pain. We're here to create solutions, open doors, and hand you the keys. Grenadian youth, your time is now. So let us steer that ship together. And before I leave, St. Andrews Northeast, I want to talk to you for a bit. Because you have a representative who has delivered for you time and time again. She has been and continues to be the safest pair of hands for this constituency. A representative who shows up and shows out. A representative who is young and who is vibrant and full of life. A representative who champions our culture and never forgets where she comes from. She's not too big in status to mingle with her people. You know, if there is a saraka, you know she there by the pot. And you know, if there is music, you know she dancing away. She's on the ground. She's in touch. And she's deeply connected with you, the people of St. Andrews Northeast. But most importantly, she's a representative who cares. Sister Kate, stand up. Stand up. Because I urge you to support a woman who believes in you, who believes in our young people, and who believes in the future of this constituency. So St. Andrews Northeast, I ask you that question. Who do you trust to lead your constituency? That is it. And who will fight for youth? And who delivers for this constituency? Who is the best representative for St. Andrews Northeast? St. Andrews Northeast, tell them we're sticking with Kate. We're standing with Kate. We're voting for Kate. Because when Kate wins, St. Andrews Northeast wins. And when Kate wins, Grenada wins. So if you believe in your representative, say Kate. Kate. Kate, Kate, Kate. My name is Amanda Japal George. And I support the Honorable Kate Skeeter Lewis Peters. And is that, brothers and sisters, before I leave, you know I have to do this. Let us remind them that our house is solid and our pillars are strong. They think we're falling, but they're not true. Our house is solid and our pillars are strong. And if you believe in this team, and if you believe in a new national party, say house, 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 house. Thank you.
The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress. We moving on. The house solid and the
Amanda Japal George. Say house. House. House, 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 house. Well, I can't say it nice like her, but I'm trying. I'm trying, I tell you. She says that she supports the new National Party. Well, I know she ain't standing alone. I support the new National Party too. And you too? And you too? And you too? Well, all of us support the new National Party. And we're not moving. We're not moving. We ain't moving from our support of the new National Party. Mr. DJ, give me a music. She's here. She's here. Our political leader is here. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress. We moving on. The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress. Take a good look around. The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress.
Welcome, political leader Emmeline, our honorable Emmeline Pierre. Thank you, political leader, for coming. Well, I tell you, NNP, nice people, they can't done, you know. NNP, nice people can't done. So we're moving from one to the next. I tell you. They say, you have a Jamaican. Yes, real NNP supporters. A Jamaican artist who I like a bit. And many of you might like him too. Buju Banton. He has a lot of music, you know. He say, me love me car, me love me bike, me love me money and thing. But most of all, me love me brownie. Hi, people, put your hands together. Put your hands together. More nice people. Let's welcome to the podium the caretaker from St. David's, Sister Nolan. Sister Nolan.
And they're begging for another one. Sing for them. Sing for them. They're going the wrong way. Mash up NDC. They're going the wrong way. Cannot run this country. They're going the wrong way. The leader don't listen. They're going the wrong way. So they divided it.
Political leader, Honorable Emmeline Pierre, other executive members on the platform and in the audience, online viewers, brothers and sisters of St. Andrew Northeast, good evening. And where are my St. David's people? Okay. Yes. Thank you, guys. I bring warm greetings from the proud people of St. David's, and it is truly a joy and honor to stand with you here tonight. Being here in St. Andrew Northeast, I feel the warmth, the strength, and the determination of a people who know what they want and who stand strong for the new National Party. Brothers and sisters, I want to take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate a daughter of this soil, your representative, Honorable Kate Lewis Peters. We don't need a long speech to understand the impact Kate has made. You see it and you feel it in your daily lives. She has been walking with you, listening to you, fighting for you,
ensuring that St. Andrew Northeast is not left behind. Whether it is in education, in supporting our young people, in providing opportunities for families, or in strengthening the social fabric of this community, Honorable Kate Lewis-Peters has shown what true representation looks like. She has brought heart to service, and she has carried this constituency with pride, dignity, and with love. Let's hear it for Kate. Brothers and sisters, this is the kind of leadership that reminds us why we are NNP. Leadership that is about people, about progress, and about delivering results. And tonight, as we gather here, let us strengthen our commitment, not just to our beloved party, but to the future of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Friends, the road ahead will not be easy, but we are a party rooted in resilience, and together we will rise stronger. So let us stay united. Let us keep the fire burning. Let us register. Let us organize. And when the time comes, let us vote in overwhelming numbers to secure victory for the new national party. Together, brothers and sisters, with leaders like Honorable Kate Lewis-Peters, with the strength of the people of St. Andrew Northeast, and with the unity of the NNP family, there is no mountain too high for us to climb. Because, brothers and sisters, the house is solid and our pillars are strong. NNP! NNP! Thank you. May God bless you guys. And also Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
The NDC administration failed in the first term, and they're begging for another one. Sing for them. Sing for them. They're going the wrong way. Mash up NDC. They're going the wrong way.
Well, well, well. That was Sister Nolan. And of course, we know, as Pecky say, they're going the wrong way. They're lying for the people. Well, we are wait at this time. Mr. DJ, I hope you're listening to me, because we want to welcome another platform speaker, someone who has led this party through rough times, someone who has made sure that the ordinary man, woman, and child was looked after, was taken care of. Someone whom they do not want us to continue to celebrate for all the good he has done for this country. But we won't stop. And Mr. DJ, I want you to put the music together. He's right here. He's going to be coming. Our former Prime Minister, our party current chairman, our former political leader. Let's welcome. Let's welcome.
Do you know why?
Doctor, the Honorable Mitchell. We thank you for your presence, Doc. We thank you for your continued support. We thank you for being with us. We're moving on. As we say, the house is solid. Yes, we're in paradise, Chocolate City. You know, one time, this village was called the Cocoa. Yeah, man, the people who live in here knows that. Sister Kate is right from here, and she knew that. And here you born, and here you grow? Yes, man, so you must know. Here you born, here you grow, you must know. And you know, this man is responsible for renaming this village Chocolate City, because it was under his watch as Minister for Works that he brought electricity and light up this place. They say no longer Paradise Cocoa, it's Chocolate City. So we're about to do something new. But just before I bring the next platform speaker, there's one gentleman who vow, don't matter what they do, don't matter what they say, he's NNP all the way. And Sister Kate has his vote until she decides she wants it no more. And so he plead and he beg and he go down on his knees and he say, Mr. Bola, I asked the representative only 2 minutes to tell the people of this constituency something. So I want to invite Brother Tito from the Cocoa, no, Chocolate City. What happened to you, Bola? To come and have your 2 minutes.
The house solid.
Yes, good night, Christian, everyone. Welcome to Chocolate City. I want you all to sing with me. Who said nobody loves you? Who said nobody cares? Remember, NNP love each and every one. NNPites! Who said nobody cares? Remember, Kate Lewis, all them care for us. From day one to now, right? So I want to say thanks, right? And remember, I want each and every parent in the constituency to make whosoever the children who reach the age, remember the thing coming up sooner, and if you watch social media, you watch around, right? Remember the thing will be nice, right? So I want each and every one to come out and bring the children, right, to register, because remember the place is closed, right? Miss Kate Lewis, I want to say thanks. I want to say thanks to you for making a lot of people in Baghdad and Simundo bathing all the road by the pipe. Miss Kate Lewis, shoot, my minister. People who are the pass and see people when they're bathing. Because remember, the first person who bring pipe and water in Baghdad and Paradise and the community, free pipe to Miss Kate Lewis, right? So I want to say thanks to Miss Kate Skeeter Lewis and Miss Kate and the representative. Before I go, I just want to say thanks and very much to Miss Emily Pierre and Mr. Brother Kit Mitchell. I love you all. And remember, the thing coming up, and remember the thing breathe. So everybody come out and support. Who say nobody loves you? Who say nobody care? NNP! The NNP!
Right now, Grenada on fire. Everybody start to perspire. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving on.
That was Brother Tito. He just wanted to thank his representative, yes, for what she has done so far and what she will continue to do, because we will continue to support her, vote for her, and make sure not only she's in the house, but that NNP will be able to continue leading this country into greater prosperity. My friends, we're going on to somebody new to talk. But I do not have the pleasure of introducing that person. But another young McPhee from the constituency is going to come forward at this time to introduce the next speaker.
night, good night. Mr. Chairman, members of the head table, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the unstoppable Honorable Kate Skitter-Lewis Peters. It is both an honor and great pride to stand before you tonight to present and celebrate this remarkable woman who represents us, our Member of Parliament, Honorable Kate Skitter-Lewis Peters. You have been chosen and have proven time and time again to be the best representative for our beloved constituency, St. Andrews Northeast. You are hardworking and dependable, always there when we call. You bring creativity and innovation to the table. And your beauty shines not just in appearance, but in spirit and character. You are bold, a true force when standing up for the youth and for the people of this constituency. It's too high. Sorry. You speak with conviction. Thank you. You speak with conviction and bring facts with proof. You are organized, punctual, and deeply committed, especially in Parliament, where your voice represents us with strength and purpose. You are brave, ambitious, capable, positive, and respected. Your charisma, intelligence, and class are matched only by your power to connect with your people. And yes, you bring that bold, stylish, and unshakable energy that resonates with all of us. We, the people of St. Andrews Northeast, are deeply proud of your hard work and dedication. You have helped shape who we are today. Please know that you are truly appreciated and loved beyond measure. You are our backbone, our mentor, our advisor, and our inspiration. You have shown us how to remain strong and positive, even when all hope seems lost. You have empowered us to believe in our potential and our ability to make change. Thank you for being there when we call. It means a lot to be working with you and other delegates of the new National Party to help shape a better future for Grenada. We are excited for what the future holds, and we look forward to continuing this journey with you again and again. May your time in office continue to grow year after year. We wish you all the best in the upcoming elections. You have made us proud, and we stand with you today, tomorrow, and always. We appreciate you, the unstoppable Honorable Kate Skitter-Lewis Peters.
NNP! St. Andrew Northeast! I can't hear you! NNPites! Let's keep moving! Are you ready for election? Are you ready to vote the house? Tell them they can't stop us. NNP is the best choice for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique. NNP is our best choice. And tell them St. Andrew Northeast, Unstoppable Kate, is here and ready. Good evening, my beloved brothers and sisters of Chocolate City, the Cocoa Paradise. Good evening to every one of you, St. Andrew Northeast, and of course to everyone listening on the different social media platforms. Let me first of all
Let me first of all recognize our esteemed political leader, because she will be the first female Prime Minister, the Honorable Emmeline Pear. And of course, our former Prime Minister, current chairman of our party, and former political leader. His legacy stands tall. Let us recognize Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. Of course, my colleague sisters on the platform, Sister Amanda Japal George and Sister Nolan Thompson, all other members of the executives who are here and visiting constituencies. But I say to you, NNPites, St. Andrew Northeast, tonight I am here not just as your member of parliament, or not just as a member of the new National Party, but I am here as a daughter, born here, raised here, and shaped by this very community called the Cocoa. My house is a few blocks away, right there. This is where I learned the values of hard work, discipline, and dedication. And this is where my journey began. Brothers and sisters, it was 8 years ago I made the biggest decision of my life. The best decision. Thank you. After teaching for 17 years, I resigned my job because I believed in something greater. I believe that together we would create greater opportunities for every child, every youth. We will strengthen our families and build a future worthy for our children. And when I came to you with that dream, you wrapped me in your love and your support. You gave me a trust. You gave me the opportunity to serve you. And to this day, I am deeply, deeply grateful. You see, together we turned dreams into reality, dreams into action. Together we built projects that elevated our community and, of course, our constituency. Projects that strengthened our clubs. Projects that lifted our young people and touched the lives of every man, woman, and child. You know it because you lived it. You saw the construction of a new school, the Paradise Preschool. You saw the construction of the Paradise Football Clubhouse. You saw the construction of the Gayman Storm Drain, the Seamoon Back Road and Beach Road. You saw the Baghdad Road development and road construction leading from the Rennies at the back of me to the Modest. You saw roads leading from Mr. Selwyn house. You saw a road leading from the Korean's house down to Miss Thelma's house. That's over there. You saw roads down the road from by the Julian's residence to the Thorns residence. These are just to name a few. You see, we invested in improving the conditions by connecting many homes with water, reducing the use of this standpipe right there. We repaired many homes and constructed many bathrooms and toilets. We built pathways where it was difficult to build roads. Where is Rashida? Ask her the comfort she goes up to her house with. Brothers and sisters, during our tenure in office, we worked tirelessly across the constituency, and we are proud of our legacy. You see, what I just mentioned reflects only the work done in Paradise and Simon. But the truth is, throughout this constituency, throughout the length and breadth of this constituency, we accomplished great things together. We saw the refurbishment and lighting of the Pearls basketball court, the retrofitting of the Ahoma Community Center. Today it serves as a medical center. We saw the upgrade of the La Poetry playing field with bleachers, retaining walls, and lighting to support community events. Brothers and sisters, we reconstructed the bridge in La Poetry heading to Moonlight City. And you also saw the expansion and upgrade of the Paraclete Bridge and the retaining walls leading to Blaise. In Upper St. John's and Blaise, we brought pipe-borne water to every single household, ensuring that families could enjoy this basic necessity. Just to give you a joke, after burial, when many families were down by the standpipe trying to catch water, one of the residents from Upper St. John said to me, Kate, you know, we are the only homes that had pipe-borne water running during burial, and they are grateful because they appreciate and understand what it is to have pipe-borne water in their homes brought to them by yours truly under the banner of the new National Party. In addition, we undertook concrete pavement and drain works throughout Tivoli, Pearls, La Poetry, Carrier, Dunfermline, and Conference, just to name a few, improving accessibility and the quality of life for our constituents. These are just a few examples of the people-centered projects we delivered, and they stand as a testament of our commitment to serving our constituency with pride and purpose. Throughout the constituency, we created opportunities for our young people through the tuition program and transportation assistance program, through training and certification under the new Imani program, Project Fly, the Empower Project, and our youth entrepreneurship program. As a result, brothers and sisters, today we have teachers, we have pharmacists, we have coaches, we have chefs and entrepreneurs right here in this community and throughout the constituency. You see, the ongoing construction of the new school for the Grenada Christian Academy in Pearls, it is not by chance. It is as a result of the vision, the foresight, and the hard work of Team NNP. We were the ones who secured the lands, prepared the designs and the drawings. We carried out the environmental impact assessments. And of course, most importantly, we secured the funding. And this is why today this project is possible. We are proud to see that the Grenada Christian Academy will soon have a brand new school, a lasting investment in the future of our children and education. You see, brothers and sisters, we were partners in progress, and we proved what unity and determination can achieve. Let us talk about what is happening today. Today, too many of our projects have been stalled. Let us take, for example, the Simon Cultural Center, a project we started with vision and purpose. It was meant to be completed in 2 years, bringing both direct and indirect benefits to our people. It was designed to create jobs, to strengthen our cultural identity, and to improve the livelihoods of every family in our community. But today, 4 years later, the project still drags on under this current administration. What should have been a shining symbol of progress has been left stalled. But let me assure you, when the new National Party is returned to office, we will ensure that the Simon Cultural Center is completed and its full benefits will go to the people for who it was created. Too many promises have been ignored. And the story repeats itself with our roads. I remember clearly 2 years ago, they came into this community, the Cocoa. They came with a tape line and a cameraman. They measured the road from Miss Thelma's house over there. They measured the road from the mother's house in the back there. They measured the road from the Julian's house down the road. They took the pictures, posted it on social media. They got the likes and the shares. But I ask you today, where are these roads? You see, brothers and sisters, they got the Facebook likes, but we never got the roads. And we must ask them to come and do the roads because they already measured it and it was showcased that it would be done. It was on social media. You see, brothers and sisters, this government has turned its back on the very things that matters most to us in our community. But let me tell you, all hope is not lost because the new National Party is here. Progress is not dead. And your representative, I will never leave you and forsake you. I am here. I never left your side, and I never will. And I pledge to you tonight, just as I did 8 years ago, that under the new National Party, when we return to office, we will pick up right where we left off. We will restart our projects that they have been stalling with. We will restore the opportunities and renew the partnerships that have always been about you, our people. Brothers and sisters, you see, for me, this is not just about politics. This is about a promise I made to you in this very place, this very community that raised me. It is about the future of our children and the dignity of our elderly and the dreams of every young person who wonders if they will make it. Brothers and sisters, so tonight, I want to say to you, do not give up. Keep hope alive. Let us stand together. Let us work together. Let us show them that we do not give up and we will not settle. Let us show them that we will not stop believing in the new National Party. Because under the new National Party, we will rise again. Stronger, bolder, and more determined than ever before. So I ask of you, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you registered? Are you ready to return the new national party back to government? That is why I say to you, we are here with you, standing firm on the promise that we made to you. So tonight I am very happy. I am grateful to see each and every one of you who are here supporting us, supporting your representative, and supporting the new national party. I say thank you to Paradise. Thank you to the Coco, the village that raised me. Thank you to St. Andrew Northeast. I love you. And thank you to the team of the new national party. I love you. May God bless you.
We on the move and then nobody could stop us. A woman with vision, a woman who cares about the youths and middle age and of course the elderly. Now she on a mission.
And we want to thank Sister Kate Lewis Peters for her work and for continuing to toil at the hem for the people of St. Andrews Northeast and for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. In her speech, she said they came with the tape. They came with the cameras. They measured. They posted it on Facebook and other places. But they have never delivered not even 1 foot of road in the community since 2 years ago. But Sister Kate forget. Who is the Minister for Works and the Minister responsible for building road? Our Honorable Prime Minister is the Minister for Works, and he don't drive on road, he flies in the air. So he don't care. He don't know whether road fix or road ain't fix. He ain't feeling the bump. The vehicle can't go down in the hole because the planes fly in the air. But I tell you, there's a man who was also once the Minister of Works. And he was also once a Prime Minister for many years in this country. And he made sure not only roads was done, electricity throughout the country, water, pipe bone. He worked so hard in those days that even when there was a shortage of stones in this country to build roads, he imported stones to make sure that roads was repaired and built in this country. So my friends, they have to learn from the best. Don't just give us old talk because we know better. We have seen and have lived in better days. And we know better days can come again. So I want you, brothers and sisters, to rise with me. Lift your hearts and lift your hands. And let us welcome to the podium someone who don't only know about road, but know about fixing the problems that this country have. Our former Prime Minister, our former political leader, Dr. Kate Mitchell.
Beyond the move and ain't nobody can stop us now. Beyond the move and ain't nobody can stop us now. Dandea. Sing, sing, sing. Dandea. Sing, sing, sing. Dandea.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Brother Chairman. Of course, our long-serving General Secretary and a former member of Parliament for this own constituency of St. Andrews Northeast. I want to welcome here tonight all the NNP supporters. But I also want to recognize people who may not have been NNP supporters, but who recognize that NNP is the solution for solving the problems of this country. So in other words, we are one big family here tonight. Whether we are labeled NNP, NDC, or whatever P, we are for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Sisters and brothers, before I go further, let me say this. This spot I'm standing here tonight, many of our speakers on the platform, even Kate, was not there the first time I visited this special area of the cocoa when there was no electricity, no roads, no services. And in fact, I want to say that to you, one thing we must always do in life, friends, never forget your past. Never forget those who sacrificed and made contribution to bring us to where we are today. There were some solid NNP and Grenadian comrades who brought me up here when I became leader of the new National Party. Well, you see one person saying that they were there with me, you know, and many of them I can't remember, but I remember some. Sisters and brothers, every time I reach in that spot, I remember those comrades. I remember Lloyd Thomas, you know, Brother Lloyd Thomas. Beso. Some other brothers, the older brothers who were around the first meeting I had here, and they came together. And I didn't know anybody in the area, and they came forward and pledged their support and told me that they will do what we have to do to rescue the country. At that time, I have never been able to forget this. I remember, sisters and brothers, after the 1990 general elections in Grenada, when in UNA, some of you won't remember the history, but let me just give you a little bit of it. The NNP party was split up in several ways. The party that won the election in 1984. We end up in 3 parties from the same NNP. And I was leader of the really true NNP. Some left and they formed NDC. Some left and they formed NNP. And TNP, sorry. And we had the GLP also functioning. And I remember after that general election, we won only 2 seats in that election because the party split up. We won my own constituency of Northwest St. George's and St. Mark's. They were the only 2 constituencies. And we are getting licks all around the country. That night I listened to the election and I felt sorry for myself. I heard some numbers on the polling station around the country, and it sounded like if we are playing bingo, NNP are playing bingo. I felt sorry for myself. But sisters and brothers, about 4 days afterwards, with that licks that we got, Brother Lloyd Thomas and 3 other brothers from this area came down to my home in Happy Hill. And I was sitting there licking my wounds already. Feeling sorry for myself. And Brother Lloyd said to me, Doc, we have to start to work now. I said, wait no, boy, Lloyd, you are a madman. I said, all our licks we get, you ready to go and work in politics again? He said, no, Doc, we have to start to work now. Because few years from now, the people would understand and they would realize they made a mistake. That was Lloyd Thomas lecturing me with a team that he came from Northeast, from this area of Cocoa. And I said, well, okay, if you say so, let's start. The following week, we came up here in the Cocoa and start public meetings in cocoa with a few people that we met. And we started around the country. Sisters and brothers, in 5 years' time, the new National Party won the general elections in 1995, and I became Prime Minister of this country. I would never be able to forget Lloyd Thomas and the team from Northeast and from this area. I wanted to say that to you here tonight, sisters and brothers. But I want to talk to you seriously, sisters and brothers, because I believe we are getting confused. I think people believe it's easy to run a government and a country. Anybody could run country. The NNP made it look easy because we took the country from nowhere. We corrected all the ills. We had no money. We went around the country and involved our people. We took policy decisions that would promote investment climate and confidence in the country. We took that. We went abroad, sisters and brothers, and got friend relationships with regional governments. We are able to capture friendship on the international stage. We build relations with the Republican Party in the United States. President George Bush and myself became friends. And we use our own initiative and ideas of development and what a government is all about, with the country's citizens playing a major part, and with the regional support that we had from our friends in the region and our international friends, sisters and brothers, so that in a few years' time, when we build back the country and NDC became government, they say they met a pregnant treasury, sisters and brothers. We're pregnant treasury, sisters and brothers, but what is happening? Work was all over the place. You remember, those of you in Northeast will remember when we say road work was not two little penny hip gang outside there. When we say road work under NNP, there was 50 and 60 gangs, 6 person and 7 person in a gang, over 400 persons in Northeast. And the shops and businesses around the area was bubbling because the poor people had money to spend. And when the poor people spend money, the country move forward. You get the message, sisters and brothers? Today, there are those in government believe you don't have to give road work. That's waste of money. Forget these poor people. You know, that's why the country is in the mess it is today. Sisters and brothers, that's why the country is in mess it is today. Every place you go, the shops in the streets and the vendors can't sell nothing. The shops are all closed. Most shops are not opening until late in the evening because they're telling you they're wasting electricity. Nobody coming to buy anything. Under NNP, sisters and brothers, the country was bubbling. Your representative, Bola, could have told you that before when he was the representative here. He was not afraid to walk around the streets of Northeast because the country was on the move. And when Kate took over, she was not afraid to walk the streets under the new National Party because the country was moving. Sisters and brothers, I want to go a little further. So you're managing a country. You take a bunch of people who don't have a clue about government, and we make them government. From the Prime Minister down, didn't have a clue about how you run a saltfish shop, more to run a country. But we put them in government. They didn't take a gun and put it in our heads. We voted for them, so we have to take some blame for it. But they don't have a clue. They believe it was easy to run country. They did not know. In planning a government, you must plan to raise revenue. You have to have revenue. And that your expenditure of government must match your revenue. And if you spend too much, more than your resources and your revenue, the country over the time will become serious problems. Sisters, that's just basic economics. It's like you in your house, sisters and brothers. You all have a family. If you in your family and you're earning $100 a week and you spend $200, you must be in trouble. That's the same damn thing about a government. But the NDC guys in government don't have a clue. So this is why, so that they meet a lot of money NNP had there because we were planning. We didn't expect to lose. We expected to do more development and activities in the country. So sisters and brothers, and in addition, we plan how we do the economic development in our country. We have to create projects. We have to take initiative. When Kate was talking a while ago, you heard she mentioned a lot of projects. That did not come overnight. It came because of the vision of the new national party. Because we realize to have revenue and to grow the economy of the country, you must have productivity. You must have activity. So you had the cruise ship terminal in St. George's. You remember when we planned the cruise ship terminal, they said, if we do that, the Grenada's beach going to be destroyed. When we build the mall, they say more trouble for the country. When we build the 2 stadiums, sisters and brothers, they say we're wasting money, sisters and brothers. When we built the 2 hotels in St. David's, they say we're bringing in terrible investors to the country. Now I hear they're hugging up them investors if it's them that bring it. Sisters and brothers, and while we are doing that and all the other projects, Kate mentioned a while ago, we are building roads and fixing roads and building the communities in our country. So we are empowering people. At the same time, we create a small business development program so people that do not have resources can then get involved in business to create jobs and opportunity. So around the country, several small businesses developed. Sisters and brothers, because NNP had a vision. We are just not enjoying ourselves. I spent my time in the country finding out the problems of the country and took initiative. You have a prime minister today. Somebody said the prime minister visits the country. So my friend's problem, when I say all these things, I'm always showing in effect that it is not easy to build a country. Not everybody can do it. Not everybody can do it. And the only party that can show that it can do it is a new national party. And the jobs will be created accordingly. We had a good country moving forward, and we have gone backwards. But at the same time, sisters and brothers, we recognize with all the development that we have, we would have social problems in the country. So that's why we created the seed program, that we provided help for the poor and vulnerable people in the country. And we keep increasing it as time went on. Because we recognize no matter how much jobs we create, there will be still some people unemployed and not able to help themselves. So we must have social programs. This government does not understand social programs because they have no love, they have no empathy, they have no feelings for people. So sisters and brothers, as we continue to do this, we take the image of the country as important. When we travel abroad, the Grenadian people were respected, sisters and brothers. We are laughed at today as a laughing stock because of the kind of people that we put in government. So my friends, we have a responsibility to correct our mistakes. When I use the word I mean our, all of us. I put myself in that equation and your own political leader, Emlyn Pierre. We all have to commit ourselves to change this thing and to get Grenada moving again. And therefore, sisters and brothers, the choice is simple. You have an NNP team. And you have an NDC team. Sisters and brothers, I want to make it clear here tonight. I have taken a decision to give up leadership of the new National Party. Not because I feel physically I'm not able, but I say everything in life cannot last forever. I feel healthy enough to take on any job, but I feel it's the right time to do it. But I've committed myself to stay engaged with the new National Party and to do what I can to continue the building of my country. And I say, I am proud to stand here tonight and around the country to say that I see a new young blood emerging in the new National Party. And I am not afraid to speak about it. Because I remember 16 years ago in Busheju, in a serious session they had there for education, I met a bubbling, short little teacher called Kate Lewis. 15 years ago. And I spoke to her for the first time. And I say, my God, that little thing could do well for Grenada, Karoko, and Pikimadik. It was that time we spoke, and I said to her, we have to speak again. Because I was impressed with her camaraderie, with her love for people, and her empathy for the things that we all believe in. And that's why, sisters and brothers, I am proud today that she had accepted the responsibility to become the representative of Northeast St. George's, and successfully so have won the seat on both occasions since then. So when I see talent, I ain't afraid to speak about talent. When I see commitment, and I see people who have the understanding and the love for the people of this country, like I did when I was young, I am going to speak about it, and I don't care who the hell don't like it. So when I see young Amanda Japal, I feel proud. I see a capable, loving, intelligent person with the commitment to help and build this country. And I don't mind, she's a beautiful woman also. And when I see the caretaker for St. David's called Nolan Thompson, I see a special woman with love for people that care about this country and that want to help this country move forward. And I don't care who don't like it. I am going to be there with Nolan Thompson to take the seat from that character in St. David's who do not care about the people of St. David's. St. David's deserve better. St. David's right now have a representative with a cold heart. A man that does not like people. A man who loves himself and power. Who has no empathy for the people that vote for him. A man who believes in giving himself a lot of authority and has no feelings for the average citizen of this country. That's why he's so afraid of Nolan Thompson, because Nolan Thompson is the opposite of Dickon Mitchell. And I say to the people of St. David's, go forth and vote one who loves you and who cares for you. And I don't care who talk about it. Sisters and brothers, and there is a young man in the south of St. George's called Christopher Diali, who's demonstrated that he understands the issues that this country needs, who has given up a lot to get involved, who has made sacrifices, sisters and brothers, who has committed himself for the change that we want in this country, so that you have a new leader, sisters and brothers, with a team of young men and women who are committed to development of the country. And the old soldiers like myself are right there to support them and to see that they succeed and to see that the government and the country runs. So I say to you, sisters and brothers, do not worry at all. Do not worry at all. As long as I have the breath of life in me, they could say anything they want. Because I am not leader of the NNP, but they're still cursing me. I asked them one day, curse Emlyn Piano, man. I'm tired with cursing me. Give me pay some licks. They ain't cursing Olympia. Only me they're cursing. Welcome. That is man. That is man. Good night. Thank you. Good night.
We on the move and ain't nobody could stop us now. We on the move and ain't nobody could stop us now. We on the move and ain't nobody could stop us now. We on the move and ain't nobody could stop us now.
Yes, Mr. DJ, we hear you. The man ain't no leader of the party anymore. Just leave the man, let the man rest. And then when he's ready, he come out and say what he want to say. And we agree for that? He will give support. There's enough other people, young people, talented people. The political leader is surrounding herself with people that has ability and love, most importantly, for human life. Yes? Our next meeting is next week, Wednesday, the 8th. Granans Valley, my brother Diali, next week, Wednesday. NNP on the move. So we're bringing the message everywhere. Yes. And we say, all year on, I hear Sister Kate ask, are you ready? I say, yeah. When last you bring somebody and register? I don't hear nobody. Last week, and what happened to this week? Every day you have to register somebody. You know, children, Douglas say, call somebody, wake somebody, register somebody. Don't take things for granted. Somebody tell me, them fellas crying broke. A lot of people working there and getting paid. I hear that. But I hear, they only didn't tell me the place, but I hear they have some money hiding. And they're starting to spend it from December 15th. Take what you get, but vote for betterment. Vote for Grenada. Vote for yourself and your children future. The team from NNP will always, always be there for you. And so, to tell you about the plans and programs and how we intend to transform our country, how we intend to build on what we have done before, how we intend to make the things that we did before better because we have learned from our mistakes, how to bring more love and attention to you, the people. It is not me that will tell you that. I'm only the chairman of the meeting. But if you put your hands together and you help me, I am going to bring to you the political leader of the new National Party, Sister, the Honorable Emmeline Pierre.
Call them, wake them, tell them, we voting NNP again. Call them, wake them, tell them, go out there and call somebody. Wake somebody, tell somebody, knock on the door by somebody. And we say, call somebody, wake somebody, tell them we voting NNP election day.
Call somebody, wake somebody. Tonight I want to greet on our platform the former Prime Minister of Grenada, Carriacou and P.T. Martinique, 23 years, former political leader of the New National Party, chairman of the New National Party, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Claudius Mitchell. And I recognize him tonight for his outstanding service over all of these years to Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique. Colleague Member of Parliament, Honorable Kate Skeeter Lewis, and I add to that my own parliamentary representative for St. Andrew Northeast. I recognize you tonight. Other members of the platform, including our caretakers, I recognize tonight Sister Nolan Thompson, our caretaker for St. David, our caretaker for St. Andrew Southwest, Sister Amanda Japal. I also recognize our caretaker for St. George Northeast, Brother Nimrod Oliver, caretaker for St. Patrick West, Brother Jelani Glean, and I think I saw a caretaker for St. Patrick East as well, Brother Bertrand John. I greet also tonight all of our viewers, all of our listeners online, all of Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique who have joined us tonight for this very important meeting. And I say tonight, those of you who are not supporters of the New National Party, you are not members of the New National Party, we recognize you tonight in a special way. Put your hands together as we welcome our guests online, and we thank you for joining us. But I also greet tonight in a very special way those of you who have journeyed tonight. You've made a sacrifice tonight to be here. You could have stayed home, but you chose to come to show your loyalty and your support to the New National Party. Put your hands together, give yourselves a special round of applause. Without you, I say there is no NNP. You are NNP. We are your servants, and I greet you tonight in a very special way. Brothers and sisters, there are so many pressing, critical issues affecting Grenada and Grenadians tonight. And so I will not waste not even a minute to address the issue or the debate as it relates to the Prime Minister's travel schedule. As a matter of fact, I say to you tonight, not even his cabinet colleagues can keep up with his travel schedule. Who am I? But I say to you also that I will not be distracted from the real issues that affect this country. And I challenge you, do not be distracted. I say to you tonight that you must remain focused on the real issues that affect lives and livelihoods in this country. And so tonight, I say to you that we must not just stay focused, but we want the Prime Minister of this country and the government of this country to stay focused on the real issues that affect our people. Brothers and sisters, in spite of the serious pressure facing our people today, our Prime Minister has offered himself to be a negotiator, an interlocutor between the United States of America and Venezuela, minding their business while we have so much business that is not attended to locally. And so tonight, I say to the Prime Minister and his team to leave the diplomatic issues for people with the skills to negotiate and focus and mind the business of the people in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. So I say to them tonight, mind the business of the rising cost of living in this country, the state of health care that is deteriorating every day, increased gun violence in this country, particularly our young people being affected. Brothers and sisters, they need to settle down and mind the business, the impending ban on fish export to the United States from January 1st. Added cost of shipment of packages, small packages from Grenada to the United States of America. Visa restrictions on government ministers and government officials. The rising cost of electricity. These are the things we want them to negotiate. These are the things we want them to mind business about. The housing crisis affecting people in Carriacou and in Petit Martinique too. The state of our roads throughout the length and breadth of this country deteriorating every day. Unfinished projects throughout this country. Like we said earlier, your representative reminded us of the Simon Cultural Center. Brothers and sisters, we can go on and on and on and on about the things that are critical, that needs the attention of our Prime Minister right here. And that is why I said before, dance a yard before you go abroad. But I want to address tonight, brothers and sisters, in a little more detail, the issue or the subject of diplomacy. Brothers and sisters, recently, when it was absolutely not necessary, government officials in this country, I say they descended into the diplomatic gutter. Brothers and sisters, the United States of America raised some serious concerns about the medical program in which Grenada benefits from based on our relationship with the government and people of Cuba. Rather than taking a strategic response to the concerns of the U.S. government, our government chose to respond without even thinking. Brothers and sisters, they responded publicly. The appropriate diplomatic posture, I say to you tonight, that we expected of our government was one that protects strategic diplomatic relationship between the government of Cuba and the government of the United States of America. And I say tonight, we must never fall. We must never fall into a diplomatic trap where our people are made to suffer. We must never fall in a diplomatic trap where we are choosing sides, advancing personal agendas, and promoting our personal ego over that of the needs and the interests of the people of this country. So, brothers and sisters, after the grandstanding of ministers of government, it was only when a minister of government lost his visa that they decided to sit down with the government representative of Cuba. Brothers and sisters, it was only when a minister of government lost his visa that they quietly met with officials from Havana to try to settle and address the concerns raised by the government of the United States of America. Brothers and sisters, inherently, I say to you tonight, the NNP approach has always been different. On this particular issue, we have always pursued strategic diplomacy, and we will always put the interests of you, the people of Grenada, first. We never put our egos before you. Brothers and sisters, as it relates to a global diplomatic relationship and our reputation, I say to you, NNP has always been a trendsetter, and the leadership of the NNP, under the leadership of Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, over this world, we have been recognized for strategic diplomacy. Brothers and sisters, when ministers of government, without thinking, proclaimed, we don't care if we lose our visas, I say to you tonight that they were not thinking of the young man from the Cocoa who is interested and wants to go to the United States under the apple picking program that so many young men would have benefited from. Brothers and sisters, when they say that they don't care if they lose their visa, they definitely was not speaking about the SGU students who were recently denied a visa to the United States, and guess what? They cannot continue their studies with the St. George's University School of Medicine. Brothers and sisters, when they said that they don't mind losing their visas, they obviously was not speaking about the mother in Tivoli who is looking forward to traveling to the US for the graduation of her son. Brothers and sisters, they definitely were not speaking about the many men and women in this country who travel regularly to Miami to do business in the United States of America. And certainly, they could not have been speaking for the people of Grenada who travel to the United States for medical attention. I say to us tonight, we want a government that understands strategic diplomacy and the importance of protecting our international and regional relationships. Brothers and sisters, true democracy and true diplomacy in this case is not about reckless statements. It is not about grandstanding. It is about quiet strength. It is about careful negotiation, and it is about mutual respect in the interest of the people that we serve, you, the people that we serve. So tonight, I say to you, this is a very important issue. This is a serious issue. And I say to you, under an NNP administration, we will continue to take partnership in this region and in this world seriously. We have always been respected. We have always been admired. And brothers and sisters, we have always been trusted in the diplomatic environment. We will encourage and we will engage in principled diplomacy. Principled diplomacy that protects our people and do not expose you in the way that we see our government doing. Brothers and sisters, while this government, particularly our Prime Minister, continue to chase disputes abroad, I say to us tonight that government should be spending that time engaging with the United States to seek a stay on the impending ban of fish to the United States. Let us put our own house in order. Brothers and sisters, our Prime Minister should be securing deals that benefit this country as it relates to medical supplies, affordable energy, and trade opportunities for you, the people of this country. Brothers and sisters, I say to you tonight, when we return to office, we will strengthen our relationship with the government and people of Cuba, and we will strengthen our relationship with the government and people of the United States of America. Relationship that serves our people well. Brothers and sisters, I say to this administration, there are so many Grenadians at home and in the diaspora filled with diplomatic skills, and I challenge this government, engage them in spite of their affiliation. Engage them in spite of their views of the current administration. Grenada first, party and everything else come after. Brothers and sisters, we will implement also very sound fiscal policies because our concern is about building resiliency and sustainability in this country because we care about you. What we do, we are always thinking about the people of Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique, and how life would be better for you. Brothers and sisters, currently, unfortunately so, while some are concerned about a nice life, let me remind you tonight that Grenada belongs to all of us. When the ship sinks, every single one of us would go under. So that is why I say to you tonight, for us, Grenada comes before party. And that is why we are here to serve you, the people of this country. Brothers and sisters, while some travel, while they buy expensive properties, while they enjoy luxury, businesses are struggling to keep workers in this country. Some businesses are paying wages not based on financial stability, but some businesses are paying salaries simply based on compassion. They feel bad. They can't send home a mother with 5 children, and they are continuing to keep people on their payroll, struggling month by month out of compassion. Yet some of these very businesses, as they do these charitable acts, they are given the axe by this administration because of political affiliation. Brothers and sisters, I share with you the story tonight of a contractor who was given a contract by our government. And when he was reported to higher authorities, guess what? That contract was snatched away from him. 2 days after, when the Grand Lake electricity bill came, he had to sacrifice 2 workers to be able to keep on and continue the service that he provides in a community. Brothers and sisters, the struggle out there is real. And I say tonight, those who continue to defend and deny, they must be blind, they must be deaf, and definitely they cannot have a conscience, because so many people continue to struggle. Brothers and sisters, not just businesses, not just families, our young people, our farmers, our fishermen, our public servants, our bus drivers, you ask them, every single sector is affected by the policies, the actions, and the inactions of our government. Brothers and sisters, the lack of leadership, the mismanagement, the lack of empathy, the victimization, and the corruption trickles down to affect the ordinary man on the street. And every single person you meet, if they have a conscience, if they can hear, and if they can see, they will tell you that things are not better in this country than they were in 2022. But you know what is sad? What is sad? Instead of fixing the problem, instead of focusing on doing something for the people of this country, our government continues to play the blame game. So they continue to blame the previous administration. They even continue to blame contractors, anybody they can blame for their lack of performance. Brothers and sisters, so imagine this. Imagine this. After wasting so much of our financial resource, after wasting and mismanaging the monies of this country, imagine our government's latest defense is to say they never inherited a pregnant treasury. Brothers and sisters, that one is laughable. That one is laughable. And I say tonight, it could only be two things. Either that you've become so desperate, or you are trying to hide the fact that you have squandered so much opportunities that you inherited from the new National Party. Let me set the record straight tonight, brothers and sisters. The NDC, after 3 years in office, more than 3 years now, they have been admitting the excellent fiscal situation that they inherited in this country. Now, they claim it is only $63 million in revenue collected at the end of 2022. But I say to you tonight, you do not need a degree in finance. You do not need a master's in finance to know that revenue collected at the end of a year is not equal to government savings. You don't need anything to understand that. Far more, you do not need a degree to understand that the summary, the budget summary of the fiscal situation of a government does not tell you what the government has in savings after a given end of year. You don't even need school leaving certificate to understand that. So it has to be, I believe, either someone is ignorant of the facts or someone just think that every Grenadian is a fool. Because you must know that there are people out there who know better. And so after 3 years, I asked this government, after 3 years, when you said that you inherited a pregnant treasury, well, I have to say it must be that the treasury had a miscarriage. Or it has to be either of two things. The treasury must have had a miscarriage, or you deliberately committed an abortion of the treasury of this country. Brothers and sisters, out with optics, out with games, out with pretense, out with lies, and focus on building Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. And you know, it's like that was not enough. It was like that was not enough. The government holds a press conference to launch what they called household bonds. And the government says to us, they are launching household bonds to raise $5 million. Well, I consider this a form of desperation. Brothers and sisters, the government did not tell you in this press conference that what they have just launched is equal to taking a loan that is going to put this country in further debt. Brothers and sisters, but to add insult to injury, the government is not telling you that what they are doing in essence is asking you ordinary Grenadians to loan them at least $500, and they are going to borrow it from you for 2 years, and they are going to give you a return on your investment of 4%. Brothers and sisters, I say to you, this must be insensitive. This must be uncaring, but it symbolizes to me a government that is not in touch with the people of this country. Because I say to you, if we do a survey tonight, go around and ask every person in this audience tonight, do you have $500 that you can loan the government of Grenada? I am sure most people would say that they are more concerned about what their electricity bill would be at the end of the month. But they are coming after squandering so much money. They are coming to us, the people of this country, and you know they specify ordinary people. What an uncaring, insensitive government, when you should be looking out for the ordinary people, when you should be supporting ordinary people, you're asking them to loan you $500. What a shame. Brothers and sisters, we don't need a press conference that speaks about household bonds. Let me tell you what we need a press conference for, and we are calling on the government right now. Hold a press conference and tell us in that press conference how you plan to reduce electricity. Hold a press conference. Tell us that you're going to reduce the tax. You're going to remove the tax on water and remove the tax on sugar. Hold a press conference. I challenge this government, hold a press conference and tell us how many more jobs you would create for young people of this country. Hold a press conference and tell us how you are going to reduce the impact of the rising cost of living. Hold a press conference, say something to our farmers, say something to fishermen. What are you doing to support them in the rural economy? And I challenge you, hold a press conference and speak to the businessmen and women who are struggling day by day to keep their business afloat. Hold a press conference. I want to promise you tonight, brothers and sisters, when the NNP return, let me say that again, when the new National Party returns to office, we will reactivate the Social Partners Committee with a view to collaborative implementation of plans for the development of this country. And so collaboratively, we are going to focus on fiscal sustainability. The economic situation in this country is declining too fast. We are going to focus on job creation. We are going to focus on building and strengthening our rural economy. We are going to focus on the development of healthcare, making it more affordable, more accessible, and of better quality. We are going to challenge. We are going to challenge the status quo as it relates to the development of this country. But tonight, I cannot end until I address the subject of rural Grenada. Brothers and sisters, since we are in St. Andrew, I want to share with you a hint of our plans as it relates to rural Grenada. Brothers and sisters, we will focus on strengthening agriculture through the use of modern technology, not just to increase production, but I say to farmers that are suffering from pretty larceny, that will be a focus of attention. We are going to increase and expand, focus on the rural tourism initiatives in this country. And we are going to create linkages with tourism and other sectors to ensure that we create more opportunities in communities like this. I say to you with all conviction tonight that when the rural economy is strong, Grenada is stronger. I say to you tonight, when the rural economy is strong, Grenada is stronger. And let us start tonight, St. Andrew and St. Patrick, as an economic bloc, a model for rural development, rural economic development, and serving the people of communities. Rural economy must not be secondary. It must never be an afterthought, because I say to you tonight, it is the heartbeat of our country. From farmlands to fishing villages, it holds the key to food security. It holds the key to jobs. And it holds the key to economic independence in small communities like the Cocoa, Paradise, Lafayette, Montreach, etc. Brothers and sisters, if we invest more in the rural economy, we are empowering farmers. We are empowering young people. We are empowering families in these communities. We will reduce migration and we will spread prosperity around the length and breadth of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique, not just in one parish. Prosperity must be for all. I say to you tonight, prosperity must be for all. And that is why our vision as we go forward, brothers and sisters, is to make rural economy the center of national development. I feel excited tonight that our new approach, as we build upon the legacy that we have created over the years through the leadership of the new National Party, we are going to continue to transform lives in real ways. We will be looking, brothers and sisters, more at St. Andrew and St. Patrick as parishes, and our concentration of constituencies will be shifted to ensure we develop constituencies, but there are major initiatives at the parish level that we are going to focus on, whether it's agriculture, whether it's healthcare, whether it's sports, tourism, education. We will work together in constituencies, infrastructure. We will work together in constituencies to ensure that our parishes move to another level. Brothers and sisters, I say to you tonight, the people of Grenada, you, the people of Grenada, deserve better. You deserve better. And we want the progress that started under the NNP to continue for you, the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique. Because you see, NNP delivered before. And I have full confidence. I have full confidence, brothers and sisters, with the team that I lead, that we together are going to continue the development of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique in the way that you know how. And so tonight, I say to you, our manifesto is something you would want to look forward to. Every single one of you, I say to you tonight, our manifesto with our details would be something that you want to look forward to. So let us stay focused. Let us not be distracted. Let us ensure, brothers and sisters, that this nation, this country of ours, continue to move forward under the leadership of the new national party, because we are a team. The difference between them and us is that we have a team that genuinely care about people. We have a team, brothers and sisters, and I want to speak about your parliamentary representative tonight. I have worked with Sister Kate all the years that she has been. How many you say 8? All the 8 years. And somebody tonight described her as very stylish. Oh yes, she is. Very stylish. But you know, there are few people who are very stylish and have a big heart and love for people that they serve. There are very few people who are very stylish, but they are willing to get their hands dirty to get the work done. And this is a passionate MP that you have. This is a person who puts people before herself. I have seen her at work. I know the quality of her work. And I say tonight, St. Andrew Northeast, you are blessed to have a parliamentary representative like Honorable Kate Skeeter Lewis. So tonight I encourage you, get the work done. Do what you have to do for this constituency and for this country. But I want to end with a plea, not just to us who are here, but to all of those who are listening tonight. You know, when campaigns are conducted in this country, it's about party. Green, blue, red, whatever color. But I say to you tonight, this team understands that after the campaign is over, there is no them and us. It is about Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. And that is our commitment to every Grenadian, Carriacouian, and Petite Martinique. And this team is for Grenada. This team is for Carriacou. This team is for Petite Martinique. So I urge you tonight, wherever you are, whether here or at home, join your hands together. Hold somebody's hand tonight, because we are going to commit tonight that we will never forsake the people of this country, that when we get into office, there will be no them and us. As the Prime Minister said, it is one, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So let us look to God tonight, from whence cometh all of our help. And I say to you tonight, get ready. Are you ready tonight? Get ready for the work ahead in building a country that would be for all Grenadians, in building a country where all people can prosper. I love you. May God bless you. May God hold us in the palm of his hand as we move forward together to build Grenada. We love you, Lord.
It never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so good. Yes, every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. You know I love your voice. Led me through the fire in darkest touch like no other. You know I've known you as a father. You know I've known you as a friend. And I have believed in the goodness of God. Oh, yeah. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so, so good and so good. Every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Ooh, yeah. Your goodness is running after me. It's running me down. Your goodness is running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything, oh Lord. Your goodness is running after me.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. 2 housekeeping matters. 1, the St. Andrews Northeast Executive. On Friday morning, they will be hosting a breakfast just out by the Dunfermline Bridge by Stallions Building. So pass by early, whether you're going to work or not, and get your little breakfast, coconut bakes and salt fish and whatever else, and fried breadfruit and so. And as soon as we close off here, just down the road by Tito's establishment, there is karaoke and so by the bar, and he said lovely waters that they have prepared for people. So just a little walk down the street there, and you definitely will find the place. You can't miss it. And that's where you would sing the goodness of God, the goodness of NNP. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody. The next stop is in St. George's South, Grandans Valley. Take care.